Hello everyone. So in the previous videos I taught you how to use the home and insert tab of Writer or Word of WPS or Microsoft Office. So in this video I am going to teach you how you can operate the page layout tab and all its functions. So let's get started with the video. My name is Samiyan Sawant. Welcome to Random Asia. Alright, so the first thing you see is themes, colors, fonts and effects. For now I won't teach this, I'll teach it afterwards in the video. Let's start with margins. Now, when you are creating a particular document, the most important thing at first is the margins. So first we'll set the margins. So here they have given various options here: normal, narrow, moderate, wide. Now first of all we'll go for normal. See, this is the normal margin. Then we've got narrow margin. See, the margin gets adjusted as soon as you select the effect. Now we'll go to here and here moderate. This is the moderate margin and this is the wide margin. So basically everyone selects normal, and when you click on this you can also create custom margins and see all these options they have given. You can go for landscape, orientation of the page, you can select multiple pages and you can apply to whole document, or from this point forward means you can select a particular page and from that page the margins will apply. So you can do anything here, you can adjust here. Alright, so for now we'll just select the normal. Now top, bottom, left, right, so these parameters are given so that you can adjust the margin. So when I click here and when I go here, see, from top it got increased. If I go on increasing and I come here, see, now if I select bottom, let's go down here, see, this is the bottom margin. Increase this, it will go further up. If I increase this, it will go up. Get it? So it gets adjusted as soon as you change the particular parameters. We'll go back to normal. Alright, we'll select the normal margin. So you can adjust the particular margin which you have selected by changing these parameters. Next, orientation. Now once you click on orientation, they have given two options, portrait and landscape. Now normally all the pages are portrait. Now if you want to change them to landscape, just go to orientation, select landscape. All the pages will go landscape. See, everything. We'll just go up here. Orientation is done. We'll just go to portrait again. Now size of the page. Now when you insert any particular page in the printer, every particular page has a particular size, right? It can be A4, A3, A5, anything. So they have given all these options so that the particular content in your document can adjust with the size of the page. So this is A4 size. You can change it to anything, A3, you can change it to A5, you can change it to any of the given options. So we'll just go to A4. Now columns. What columns does is, we'll just select on this. Now for now we have only one column, right? If I select here and I go to column and I select two columns, see, every page gets segregated into two columns. The text will be segregated in two columns. Now if you click on three columns on every page. So this is how most of the newspaper align all the text in the particular page. Get it? So you can even insert more columns. Alright, you can edit all this stuff and you can insert any number of columns. You can go for 4 columns, hit OK, 4 columns. Done. So this is how you can create columns in the text. Now for now we'll go to 1. Now text direction. Now if I select this particular text, I'll go to text direction and select this. It doesn't apply for a particular text, as you can see. So if you select text direction and select any particular direction, it will go like this. But it doesn't create much of a difference. So if you print these pages, same thing will come. So we'll just go back. I'll undo this, Control Z. Alright, then with text direction you can apply any of this. You can just rotate it and do anything. Now page breaks. So most of the time if we want this content on the next page, we keep on clicking enter, 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 which takes time, right? So I'll just Control Z, and you go to page break and just select page break here. See, it went to the next page. I'll go back. See, they have given various other options. Now if I select here, and column break, see, it goes next. So if I go back, if we have selected any number of columns previously, so here I'll take 2, right? Now there are 2 columns here, and I select this and I go to breaks and I select column break, so it will go to the next column and henceforth. Get it? I'll just Control Z for now. Now next, line numbers. Now if you want to see how many number of lines have been used in the particular document, you can just go to line numbers and select continuous. Each and every line will get a particular number. So if you go down, see, 357 lines are there in this document. Now if you want to select only the lines where the content has been written, we'll go to line numbers and do not show line number for blank line. So we'll click this and see all the blank lines won't get any number. If you come here and if you select restart each page, so see, 1 2 3 4 5 till 31, 1 2 3 4 5 till 37. Get it? So it will give line numbers to each and every single page. Now we'll just go back, and line number options are there. Now if you want to start at a particular number, right, let's take 5 and I hit enter, see, it will start from 5. Alright, we'll go back here. If you want the count, only even count, so we'll click 2. So see, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and it goes on. Next, these options are given up there, so we won't go for that. We'll go back. Done with line numbers, we'll just go back to none. Now page color. So if you want any particular color for the page, you can select any of these colors. Alright, for now we'll just take blue, or we can take green, anything. Alright, now if you want a particular color from a particular image or anything, let's say I want this color, exact this color, so I'll just take eyedropper tool and I'll select this color. See, this color got applied to the whole document. We'll go back to page color. You can even give a picture background and select any document from your computer, or any other background like gradient background, texture, pattern. If you go to any of these options, they'll give all these textures, gradients, and you can select any one of it. Alright, and watermark. Now watermark I have taught in the previous video in the insert tab. See, watermark, so the link is given in the description, or it will show up here, the card, and you can just go to the video and see the particular watermark section. Now once we have selected all these, alright, now we will go to themes, colors, fonts and effects. Now we'll just change the color to something light. Let's take this blue. Now we'll go to themes. Now first of all, themes, and see all these options here. You can just select any one of them and it will apply the particular theme. Get it? Now colors, you can select any of these colors and it will change the color of the page. See, this one, this one, this one, any of it. Now if you go to fonts, you can select any of these fonts which you want. For now I just want this one, but you can select any of the font and apply it to the particular document. Effects. Now for effects, you'll need to have something in the document, like let's take shape, and I'll select this one. Alright, now I'll draw it here. See, so drawing tools have been explained in the previous video, you can go there. Now page layout, see this. Now you can apply any kind of effect to it. I'll just go to effects. Let's take origin. See, it got applied. I'll just zoom in so you can see it properly. Page layout, effect, elemental, you can take dragon, any of it, it changes. Get it? So effects can be applied to any kind of shape. Now once we are done with this section, we'll go back to where we were. Wrap text, no wait, page borders. So if you want to apply a border to the page, you'll just select this option. You'll select box. Now here you can select any kind of style, like if you want a dotted border like this or this, dashed lines, this one, you can select any of the borders. For now I'll just select plain line. Color, you can select any color for the border. For now let's take black. Then the thickness of the border, select any of these options, 3, 4, 5, anything you want. Let's take 2.25. Alright, you can take any kind of art as a border. Let's take plain for now, and you can apply it to the whole document, to first page, or any of these options. Let's take whole document. Now one of those important things will go to options. See here, this thing, measure from, it should not be text, because if you apply it, see what will happen. It will come stick to the text, which we don't want. So we'll go to borders, we'll go to options, and we'll select page margin. Hit OK, hit OK. See, proper border. Get it? So this is how you can apply page borders to any document. Next thing, wrap text. Now see, we have taken a shape here. I'll just zoom out. See this, we have taken a shape. So if you want to wrap the text around the shape, we'll go to wrap text and select anything. Okay, page layout, wrap text, and in line with text, see, a square option. Alright, then you can just stick it tight to the particular shape. Behind the text, it will go behind. In front of the text, as it was. Top and bottom, it will segregate the text to top and bottom. It will go through. So all these wrap text options. Next we'll go to align. Now select this particular thing, you can align it on the page. Alright, so if you want it at the exact center, just hit distribute vertically and then distribute horizontally. It will come to the exact center of the page. If you want to the exact top, select align top, align left, align right, align center. Alright, and align bottom, align middle. Get it? So that is how you can align any kind of shape or image, whatever you want on the page. Next thing is group. Alright, so I'll just take 2-3 more shapes. Just right here. Again we'll go to shapes. Let's take this one, I'll draw it here. Okay, 3 shapes are ready. Now we'll go to page layout and select group. Alright, first of all we'll have to select these things. Press Ctrl and select all these 3. You can select group. Now once you group all these 3 shapes, you can take them at a stretch anywhere you want. Take in here, 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 here. Alright, that's how you can group all these shapes. Now if you want them to be separate, then just go to group and ungroup. See, now I can move any of these anywhere. Get it? So that was group option. Now rotate. You can just select the shape, select rotate, and it will go 90 degrees. Right, you can flip it. You can flip this thing. You can select this, flip horizontal, flip vertical, anything. Get it? Now once you're done with rotate, selection pane. What selection pane does is once you click on it, it will show all these things, all the shapes which you added. Okay, first of all it will show the bevel, and this one, then this one. Alright, now if you want to take, so see, this one is at first and these two are next, right? But here it is showing it last. So what we'll do is, we'll go to page layout, see this, bring forward, bring backward. So we'll just bring it forward to the top as it is the first thing. Now bevel is second and this is third. So you can just change their positions, bring them forward or take them backward. So this is how you can operate the page layout section or tab in Microsoft Office or WPS Office Writer. And yeah, if you find this useful, do share it with your friends and like the video, and do subscribe to my channel to see the further tabs, references, review, view, all these tabs. I'm going to explain it in this series of computer basics. So yeah, thank you for watching the video. Bye bye.